Skyrim has a whole bunch of unique weapons. Some are so incredibly powerful, they're a must get, while some are so weak you basically forget they exist. So in today's video, I've gathered the top 10 strongest unique weapons in Skyrim, so you know exactly what weapons you'll want to chase. Voland Drung. Now, I'm not a fan of using two-handed weapons because they're simply too slow. But if we had to give out an award for the coolest design, Voland Drung would take the cake, no worries. This warhammer has a base damage of 25, bringing it in line with the Ebony Warhammer. Its enchantment allows you to absorb 50 points of stamina each time you hit the target, and this being a Daedric artifact, it has no level scaling. So no matter what level you collect your warhammer, it will be just as strong as it would if you collected it at a higher level. It also attracts a custom voice line when you speak with a hold guard while it's equipped. You can find Voland Drung at the end of the Cursed Tribe Daedric questline, started from the Lakashbar Orc camp just in the south of the Rift. Coming in at number 9, we have the Dwarven Black Bow of Fate, which bears the appearance of a dwarven bow made of black metal. It has damage equal to an elven bow, so the bow itself isn't the strongest one around. However, it has an incredibly unique enchantment that with every shot, you have a 50% chance to absorb health, magicka, and or stamina. Each of these absorbs are completely exclusive, meaning there is a chance, no matter how small, you'll be able to absorb all three at once. The Dwarven Black Bow of Fate can be found in Kragumez on Solstheim. You'll need to find all the resonance gems, and when you do, you'll be able to pull the Bow of Fate off a rack just to the southeast side. Simply place the gems in the correct pattern that's shown on the gate. While it's a dwarven bow, it is upgraded with ebony ingots, so that would suggest it's made of ebony, which would give it its darker color. Number 8, the Dragon's Bane. Dragon's Bane is a unique katana found in the Blades Temple during the Alduin's Wall quest. You can find it off the right next to a full set of Blades armor. Make sure you take the sword here, otherwise it will count as stolen until you side with the Blades and kill Parthenax. The Dragon's Bane has a unique enchantment that allows you to deal extra damage to dragons. The enchantment grants 10 points of shock to all enemies and an extra 20 to 45 to dragons, and that depends on its level. The max level for this weapon is 46, which brings its base damage to 14, making it on par with a Daedric sword while being lighter. It also has a unique visual effect that causes blue spots to appear on a dragon's skin when you attack them. Number 7, Zepha. Zepha is a dwarven bow that doesn't look like it's anything special, but the Zepha has a unique enchantment allowing it to be drawn 30% faster than a standard bow, meaning you're able to absolutely riddle your enemy with arrows before they can even take a shot at you. The Zepha can be obtained at the very start of the Lost to Ages Ethereum Forge questline. You can start this quest by reading the Ethereum Wars, and you'll find the bow hanging on the edge of a tree high above the entrance area. The Zepha's enchantment cannot be disenchanted because it doesn't run out of charge, so you'll never need a soul gem for this one. The Zepha has the highest DPS of any bow weapon in the game thanks to its enchantment. You'll be able to fire an arrow every 1.58 seconds. That's pretty quick. Number 6, Munus Razer. Munus Razer is a Daedric artifact dagger that has the same base damage as a Daedric dagger, however it weighs less. The Razor can be obtained from the Pieces of the Past Daedric quest, which is started when you get a note about a museum opening up in Dawnstar. But you can miss out on the dagger if you choose to return the pieces and refuse to kill Silas. The dagger has an incredibly unique enchantment that allows you to instantly kill any enemy except for 3, Mirax, Karstag, and the Ebony Warrior. The chance to instantly kill is 1.98%, so it's not incredibly high, but it's still a great dagger. When wielding the dagger, speaking to a hold guard can attract the voice line, "Who do you have to kill to get that dagger?" It can be upgraded to Flawless with an ebony ingot, but to go to Legendary, you'll need to boost your smithing skill over 100 with either enchantments or potions. Number 5, the Chillrend. Chillrend can be obtained from Mercer's house during the tail end of the Thieves Guild questline. It's the only glass sword in the game with a special blue tinge to it, and if you acquire it at level 46, which is Chillren's level cap, you'll be able to wield the Frost enchantment of 30 points to health and stamina, as well as its 2-second paralysis enchant. At level 46, the base damage of Chillren is 15, making it equal to a Dragonbone sword, excluding the enchantment of course. This makes it equal second strongest one-handed sword in the game. Chillren also appeared in Oblivion before Skyrim. Number 4, Shear. Now the Shear Scimitar isn't the strongest sword in the game, but it has an incredibly unique enchantment that allows players to basically whittle down any enemy they please. The unique enchantment on the Shear allows it to stagger 100% of the time on every single attack, and bash attacks will knock enemies to the ground. So while you won't be dealing an absolute insane amount of damage, the Shear will allow you to freely attack any enemy you please without them being able to fight back. Pretty neat, huh? The Shear can be obtained towards the tail end of the Dark Brotherhood questline during the Hail Sithis quest. You'll find yourself on a boat, head to the bow of the boat, and the Shear can be seen sitting on the tip. Number 3, the Longhammer. Boasting the highest DPS by far in the game, the Longhammer is an Orcish warhammer that has a unique perk to be able to be swung 30% faster than a normal Orcish warhammer. Because this effect is not considered an enchantment, you'll be able to stack yet another effect on top of it, and using the extra effect enchanting skill, you'll be able to wield a weapon that inherently has 3 enchantments, which is borderline insane. The Longhammer can also have the Elemental Fury Shout stacked on top of its 30% faster swing speed, allowing you to bring the Longhammer up to the highest DPS weapon in the game, and it's not even a competition. The Longhammer can be found inside the Liar's Retreat dungeon. Also, if you don't clear the dungeon fully, the Longhammer has the ability to respawn, allowing you to collect multiple copies. Boulders Lucky Dagger. Coming in at number 2, Boulders Lucky Dagger. Now, this looks like a stock standard steel dagger, however, its unique enchantment gives you a 25% chance to hit a critical hit. This enchantment can actually make it one of the most powerful stealth weapons in the game. The dagger is acquired from Voldir, Shocker, after the quest Hunter or Hunted, where the rest of his hunting group was killed by a Spriggan in the Moss Mother's Cavern. Once you clear out the rest of the Spriggans in the cavern, Voldir will give you his dagger as a thank you. Now, how can this enchantment make it the most powerful stealth weapon in the game? Well, the dagger's effect is not an enchantment, so it doesn't have to be recharged. It also stacks with stealth perks such as Assassin's Blade and the double damage from the Ancient Shrouded Gloves, or Shrouded Hand Wraps. The critical strike is triggered from the stealth attack combined with the glove enchantment, combined with the critical hit from the dagger, can result in a crazy powerful sneak attack very few enemies will survive. And finally, number 1, Mirax Sword. Earned from the final mission of the Dragonborn DLC and looted from Mirax skeletal remains, Mirax Blade is one of the most cosmetically unique one-handed swords in the game. The enchantment is nothing special, however, when scaled to the max level of 60, Mirax Sword becomes the highest base damage one-handed sword in the game. Its special tentacle effects is purely cosmetic though, and it doesn't increase the damage range, which is a bit sad. This effect does stop if the enchantment runs out. A fact about the sword is that its enchantment is incredibly small. A petty soul gem completely charges it. Those are my top 10 most powerful unique weapons in Skyrim. I got bored and really wanted to make a Skyrim video, so here we are. Big shout out to all the patrons who support my content across all of my channels.